Good day, Calabarzon students! Welcome to the Week 3 episode of Science 7 in Quarter 3. I am Teacher Julia from General Emilio Aguinaldo National High School of Imus City. The learning target for this week's episode is create and interpret visual representation of the motion of objects such as tape charts and motion graphs. The learning activities are describe the motion of the jeepney as it travels in the road, describe the motion of the object from a graph, analyze and create motion graph, and explain the advantage of using graphs or diagrams. In the previous episodes, we used numbers to describe the object's motion such as distance and displacement, speed and velocity, and acceleration. However, motion would be easier to understand and visualize if we use tape charts and motion graphs. Tape chart or ticker tape diagram is used to represent motion in diagrams. This method uses dots or ticker marks. On the other hand, graphs are visual representation of data. It shows how far the object has traveled at a given time or how fast the object moves. We use line graphs, also called motion graphs, to represent changes and patterns in an object's motion. The slopes or lines in a graph represents the manner at which the object moves. Let's watch how Adi of General Emilio Aguinaldo National High School created and interpreted visual representation of the motion of an object through tape charts and motion graphs.
Good day to everyone. I'm Rain Adisawa, an SD student from General Emilio Aguinaldo National High School. Come and join me in this video where I'll become a junior detective as I interpret the motion of an object through a tape chart and a motion graph.
This is what happened.
I was asked to join a team assigned to investigate a hit-and-run case. The alleged suspect was captured by the CCTV camera driving down a road leading to the place of the incident. The suspect denied the allegation, saying that he was then driving very slowly at a constant speed. Because of the short time difference when he was caught by the camera and when the accident happened, he insisted that it would be impossible that he would already be at the place when the crime happened. But when I was viewing the scene again on the camera, I noticed that his car was leaving all spots on the road. When I checked the spots on the side, I found out that they were still evident.
In this activity, we will need the following materials, like cartolina, ruler, pencil, glue, and scissors. We'll also need to make a tape chart. Let's assume that the dots on this tape chart represent the oil drops left by the car down the road. Based on the arrangement of the oil drops, was the suspect telling the truth? Let's take a closer look at this case. Based on the statement of the driver, he claimed he was driving very slowly at a constant speed, and it would be impossible that he would already be at the place when the crime happened. If we interpret the oil drops left by his car, we can see a gradual change in the distance between the dots, indicating that the vehicle is speeding up implying that the car is accelerating. Based on this evidence, we can say that the suspect is lying. To further convince you that the suspect is lying, let's turn this tape chart into a motion graph. In this activity, we will need the following materials, like cartolina, ruler, pencil, glue, and scissors. Label each dot, start from 0, then 1, 2, 3, and so on. In this example, each dot occurred every 1 second. Cut the tape chart into strips, place them side by side. Measure the length of each paper strip to determine the distance taken by the car after 1 second, 2 seconds, and so on, and record your data in a tabular manner. Join the midpoints of the top of each tape with a line to form a distance time graph. Notice that the distance between the two successive dots and the length of the strips in the chart increases, just as it does in the table. The distance covered per second is increasing. If each tape represents the distance traveled by the car for 1 second, then the quantity each strip of tape provides is the velocity of the car every 1 second. And because the length of the tape increases, it means that the velocity of the car increases, implying that the car is accelerating. So, if the arrangement of all drops left by the car is similar to what we used in this activity, I would conclude that the suspect was lying.
Using graphs has a lot of practical uses, like monitoring a plant's growth. We can evaluate its growth and compare it with one another if there are multiple. It is also used by businesses to show and compare products they produce. Moreover, it is also used to calculate how to travel to places faster. On the other hand, data analysis helps us in structuring the data by organizing and giving us a better interpretation of it. Overall, the use of graphs enhances the reader's experience by giving them a visual representation of the data and breaks it down to make it more comprehensible and get a clear picture of the data gathered. Thank you for watching till the end. Hope that you learned something from this video and have a great day.
Thank you for connecting with us at Pivot Gabay, your quick guide to learning only here at Pivot TV. See you next time. Happy learning!